There's something magical about finding a game that strips away all the unnecessary clutter and focuses on one thing, doing it brilliantly. Peak is exactly that kind of game. After spending countless hours scaling its procedurally generated mountains, I can confidently say this budget Steam title has cracked the code on what makes climbing games truly engaging. Born from a game jam, which explains its delightfully chaotic energy, Peak doesn't try to overwhelm you with complex rope physics or intimidating gear management. Instead, it presents you with one beautifully simple meter, your stamina, and asks, how far can you climb before you fall? What immediately grabbed me about Peak was its approach to stamina management. We've all dealt with stamina meters in games before, but Peak's implementation is genuinely clever. Your basic stamina bar depletes as you climb, sure. But here's where it gets interesting. That backpack you're carrying? It takes up a chunk of your available stamina. Get hungry during your ascent? Another section becomes unavailable. Eat the wrong mushroom and get poisoned? Yep, more stamina locked away. This system creates a visual story of your character's condition that you understand instantly. No need to juggle multiple health bars or status effect icons. Everything is communicated through one elegant meter that tells you exactly what's affecting your climbing ability at any moment. The climbing mechanics themselves are refreshingly straightforward. You squeeze a trigger, push the stick, and watch your character steadily ascend the surface. But don't mistake simple for easy. The real challenge comes from reading the terrain, managing your stamina efficiently, and making split-second decisions about when to push forward or when to rest. Each mountain in Peak consists of 4 distinct biomes, separated by campsites where you can catch your breath and plan your next move. The environments range from desert landscapes to icy peaks, each presenting unique challenges and visual treats. What keeps things fresh is the game's rotating mountain system. Every few hours, you're presented with a completely new mountain to conquer. This procedural element prevents the experience from becoming stale. Just when you think you've mastered a particular route, Peak throws you a curveball with a different layout, forcing you to adapt your climbing strategy. It's like having an endless supply of new puzzles to solve, each one a fresh test of your stamina management skills. The scattered luggage from your crashed plane adds another layer of risk-reward decision-making. Do you detour from your optimal climbing path to grab that tempting suitcase? Sometimes it contains useful items like flares or food. Other times, you might find that massive lollipop I discovered that gave me psychedelic stamina, followed by brutal sleepiness. Eh. Lesson and learnings. While Peak can be played solo, it truly shines as a multiplayer experience. The game supports up to 4 players, and the cooperative element transforms what could be a lonely climb into a social adventure filled with shared triumphs and hilarious failures. Playing with friends reveals Peak's true personality. Someone invariably decides to test whether those jellyfish are actually dangerous. Spoiler, they are. While another player becomes the designated navigator, scouting ahead for the safest routes. The proximity chat adds to the chaos, creating those memorable moments where everyone's shouting conflicting advice while someone dangles precariously from a cliff edge. That said, the solo experience feels somewhat incomplete. While it's certainly possible to tackle these mountains alone, the game clearly wasn't balanced with single players in mind. The challenge can feel overwhelming without teammates to share resources or provide alternative routes. It's not impossible, just notably more punishing. The invite-only multiplayer system is both a blessing and a limitation. It ensures you're climbing with people you actually want to play with, but it removes the excitement of meeting random adventurers online. For a game that thrives on social interaction, this feels like a missed opportunity. Peak runs beautifully across different hardware configurations. I tested it on both my gaming PC and Steam Deck, and the performance remained consistently smooth. The minimalist art style isn't just an aesthetic choice. It serves the gameplay by ensuring you can quickly identify hazards and paths without visual clutter getting in the way. The sound design deserves special mention. Environmental audio cues help build tension without overwhelming the experience. Wind gusts signal dangerous areas, while the satisfying thunk of your climbing tools connecting with rock provides excellent feedback for successful moves. Peak succeeds because it understands something many climbing games miss. The joy isn't in managing complex systems, but in the pure satisfaction of overcoming vertical challenges through skill and determination. Its streamlined approach creates space for genuine tension and excitement without drowning you in unnecessary complexity. The game isn't perfect. Solo players might find the experience frustrating, and the invite-only multiplayer limits its social potential. Some might also find the minimalist presentation too sparse for their tastes, but these issues pale compared to what Peak gets right. For anyone who enjoys cooperative challenges or simply wants to experience climbing mechanics done properly, Peak delivers an addictive, accessible adventure that respects your time while testing your skills. At its budget price point, it's an easy recommendation for anyone looking for their next multiplayer obsession. Sometimes the best games are the ones that do one thing exceptionally well. Peak is proof that when you strip away the excess and focus on pure, engaging gameplay, magic happens. Just maybe avoid those suspicious mushrooms on your way up.